always nice to look at the past and see what you've done and where God's taken you, but it's really important to look ahead, look to the future.
Well, as a musician, I know it's tough. It's tough to have your tradition and your liturgy that you've been familiar with, and then it's tough because you have to reach out to people. So churches have to make those decisions, no matter what denomination. How are they going to keep the youth who don't really sing chorales and all like Bach? And I think it can be done with a lot of patience and prayer and support for the youth, so they have their kind of music too. So I think it's pretty important. And that's a challenge today, especially in congregations that are rooted with traditions of certain hymns and certain liturgy.
They need to know that the tradition is the same and still should be carried on.
And now we slide it.
That things that were important to their fathers remain important.
It's so important to see the youth of our congregation really involved in the church in these difficult times. They need an anchor.
Soon we'll find a new home where we'll be safe and warm and happy, Smudge chattered.
It's a great way to reach the younger kids because they will pay attention to something that is a puppet ministry. And the adults get a lot out of it as well.
I didn't have time, but my little sister does it right now, so she really likes it and she thinks it's fun.
I just really love that, and I think it's another good way for the kids to be involved, and it's a lot of fun for them.
Like today, she helped hold up the tree and everything, and they just practice. They have a lot of fun with it.
I think a lot of people grow in their faith as they mature, as they age. What you're taught maybe as a child doesn't really click in until you age some. You go away and come back and realize, you know what, Mom and Dad were right.
And there's so much out there to draw kids away from that relationship that they can have with Jesus Christ, that we need them anchored in their faith for the tough times ahead.
And it's important to show discipline and worship in that, so you set a foundation for, in my opinion, later on in life when you realize this is important to me.
They are, but you can't blame the kids if the parents don't bring them. I mean, if the parents aren't the instigators that these youngsters get to Sunday school, you won't find them there.
And in terms of the faith part of it, that's always one thing I encourage the parents too, is to do their best to bring their kids to services and Sunday school and things like that, because that foundation is so key. If they have that foundation, then as they get older and they start having questions and wondering, they've got that core that really is a benefit to them in terms of a long term.
Well, it's important for young people to know what the older members of the congregation have gone through in their lives. They're not just the joys of being involved in a congregation, but the struggles that they've gone through in being members of Trinity, and the struggles that they've gone through in their individual lives, and how the church and their relationship with Jesus Christ has strengthened them and made them able to get through all the things, the difficulties as well as the joys of life.
Without their discipline and love for the Lord, we will struggle, but with their growing and contributing, we will continue like we have.
I think we're on a good level for the most part right now. I just think they need to get the youth more involved in some of the things that they do.
Especially to young people. People don't like the changes that are coming. But like I said, we have to keep those young people active because they're our future members.
I really enjoy interacting with them, and yeah, they're the future.
The future of our church lies in the young children that run up and down the hallways of the Sunday school classes on Sunday morning. I mean, they are the future.
Stay true to the Word. That is the most important thing. There's so much situation ethics going on, in this day and age, and we truly do need to stay true to the Word.
I just hope and pray that more people realize that they need the Lord and that they will continue to be in a church. And I hope it's this one because they are strictly for the Lord. And I like the way their setup is to present the Lord to the people.
Continue to pray for guidance. Knowing God is our strength, He is our shield.
I think right now we're in pretty good shape. Just maybe try to spread the word a little bit more to other younger people, and of course once we get a pastor it'd probably be easier, but I mean I think we're in pretty good shape right now. Like Pastor Zobel's a really good guy and everything, so right now we're doing pretty good.
That His will be done with whatever happens in this church, that His will be done.
Keep the faith.
And that means we can't just kind of sit back and take things as they come. We have to be proactive. That's why I try to talk to them about, and myself, being proactive, because if we don't do anything, unfortunately, chances are things are going to come back rather than grow.